What? What? Deep boop pim narrating, so you don't have to read. Full story of Spinkid and 808s5. So, when 808 was born he was disowned because he had red hair and his parents didn't, and he was the biological son of them, so then he lived in the hospital, being taken care of by many different people, and watching their work, quickly learning how to do it, and his favorite staff member was a doctor named Grannis. When he was on break he take 808 to places. Grannis became his father figure. 808 even met his kids, growing a bond with them. And then a day came to where he never saw Grannis again. Grannis was doing a checkup, and then the hospital blew up because a guy was mad that they couldn't save his girl after a car crash in time, so he blew up the hospital. I feel like there's too many explosions, you know, but who cares? The more explosions the better. And 808 was watching a surgeon grab medical stuff for a surgery, then boom, the explosions went off. Luckily the surgeon wasn't hurt, but 808 was. The surgeon rushed 808 outside and yelled, "Oral, are you conscious?" Oral was 808's real name, and then the surgeon saw that there was a big gaping hole in 808's arm, so he used the medical tools he still had to stop him from bleeding out. Then he rushed 808 to the police station so they could take him to a different hospital for better treatment. Then when 808 grew up he was very intelligent, knowing how to code and build while also knowing medical stuff from those years of living in the hospital, and he wanted revenge on the guy who killed what was basically his family, so 808 created a hologram that allowed him to use a bunch of different attacks. So then at night he broke into the police station and into the jail cell, and then he killed the guy. Before leaving he made the scene look like the guy had a heart attack so he wouldn't be found, and since he was smart he didn't use his hands in case they didn't think he died of a heart attack, he wouldn't get caught. Oh, and when the guy blew up the hospital, that put 808 into his villain arc, so when he became a adult he left all that he had behind, being his name and everyone he knew, staging his death or Oral's death. Cause when Oral died 808s5 was born, and he started hacking places and almost got caught until he met a guy named Selim. Selim said he was gonna keep him from getting caught, in turn he'd get to have his hacks, so 808 got to work and started making a new Wii, basing it after Selim, and then he gave it to Selim, and Selim said, "Thank you 808s5, I will use this for my own good." Like getting that remote went into lazy to get up. Lol. 808s5 said, "You're welcome, and you can call me 808. Selim said, "Okay, bye 808, see you later." Then 808 got older, still hacking, but he was lonely, so he started making a Robloxianoid half robot, giving it the bloodstream and organs and naming it Spinkid after his friend Selim. He gave it his hacks and powers like super strength, that he laid low on his hacks to not give Spinkid any ideas. Then as he was working he heard a little boy with yellow skin got caught in a explosion, and when 808 heard he instantly looked up and saw Spinkid, so then he used his hacks to teleport to him, and they were putting him in the ambulance. And when they were at the hospital the doctors said that they couldn't help him because Spinkid was half robot, so 808 took matters into his own hands and took him home to try to fix him. But over all the grief and knowing Spinkid wouldn't be the same, he made a mistake in the circuits. A malfunction went off, causing Spinkid to explode and making 808s5 fly back into the wall, and the explosion also making his ribs break and go in his lungs, causing internal bleeding, and he slowly lost oxygen and died of oxygen loss and internal bleeding. There was no funeral for 808 because no one knew he had died.